Good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, I know that for sure, but I don't know what the date is. I believe it's November 19th. This is Diabetic Awareness Month. And so I've been coming on here live every day to share something about type 1 diabetes, about our journey, factual, statistic, information, something like that. My goal in doing this every single day is to raise awareness and compassion around type 1. Type 1 is a chronic illness. It is an invisible disease. Other than seeing someone give themselves a shot or seeing a device attached to their body like an insulin pump, it's invisible. People don't see it. People say to me all the time, Molly looks so healthy. She does look healthy, but inside her body every single day is a massive war being waged on itself. It's an autoimmune disease. So literally her own body is attacking herself. So that's why I come on here and share, is to just raise that awareness, because I do want Molly's world to be met with more understanding and compassion. And the more of you that are with us on this journey, the more chance we have of people helping us find a cure and fight for a cure. So that is why I come on here every single morning the month of November and do this. What I wanted to share today is what Molly can't eat. What's off limits, completely off limits, what she can never eat. And the answer is nothing. Nothing. Please listen to me. If you are not a diabetic person in the diabetic world, there are so many misconceptions around what a type 1 diabetic can eat. It is not the same as type 2. Molly can eat anything you and I can eat. I wouldn't let her eat poison. That's pretty much off limits, but that's it. There are a few foods that have a large amount of sugar that break down so rapidly that insulin can't keep up. Those two that our endocrinologist has asked us to avoid if possible are regular soft drinks, unless we use them for lows because they're really good to get sugar up. So regular soft drinks and sugar cereal. That's it. And Molly can have those if she wants them in extreme moderation. She just has to cover them with a proper amount of insulin. But there is nothing Molly can't eat. Anything Molly puts in her mouth is met with a shot of insulin. It does not matter whether it's an apple or a Snickers bar. They both require insulin. They require different amounts of insulin, but both require insulin. So anything she eats, she has to dose properly for. As long as she doses properly for what she puts in her mouth, she can eat anything that you and I can eat. I have well-intended people all the time that say to me, ooh, tonight for dinner we're having, like if it's an event that she's at or a school something, we're having pasta for dinner. What should we make for Molly? Make pasta, give her extra helpings. She can eat pasta. So there's just a huge misconception about what she can and cannot intake. Molly can eat anything that you and I can eat. Type 1 diabetics can eat anything that you and I can eat. Now, certain parents may have certain foods that they prefer to avoid because certain foods can be tricky, like pasta breaks down slower than some other foods. So dosing for those can be a little bit tricky or a little bit different. So it can be a personal preference from the parent. But as far as a medical standpoint, Molly can eat whatever you and I can eat, because it doesn't matter what she puts in her mouth just to cover it with insulin. So that's what I wanted to share today. There's a huge misconception around that. I do appreciate people asking or caring enough, thinking about Molly or what she's putting in her body. Is that okay? Is that not okay? I'm never offended, because I do appreciate the fact that at least somebody's caring and wanting to help protect Molly. But please understand that Molly can eat whatever you and I can eat. And whether that's cake and cookies and ice cream, or whether that's an apple or a glass of milk, nothing is off limits as long as we dose and cover it correctly with insulin. So there's a little bit of type 1 fact for you today. Molly can eat whatever you and I can eat. And that's it. I will come on here tomorrow. What I'm going to share tomorrow, I had a lot of questions after doing the live with showing you guys the middle of the night. People say, how do you wake up? Like, what does your alarm sound like? So tomorrow I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the live from my computer so I can use my phone to let you hear what kind of audible alerts we get in the middle of the night. Just so you can kind of see that and experience that people are like, I don't know how you wake up from a dead sleep. Well, when you hear these alarms, you'll realize how we wake up from a dead sleep, because it's like nails on a chalkboard. So that's what wakes us up in the middle of the night. So I'll share that tomorrow. But until then, please fight with us until type 1 is type none. Thanks for loving my girl and my family enough to follow along this month and learn beside us. and I will talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Thanks for following along.